Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I recreated a look that I was wearing on Instagram, on a picture on Instagram, and it was requested for me to do this video, so thank you for requesting it. But at the same time, I still wanted to recreate it just because it's a very wearable fall look. This is the picture that I'm talking about in case you're wondering. So it's this one right here. So if you want to see what products I used and how I created this look, then just keep watching. So guys, I've already moisturized my face, but I am going to apply this primer. This one is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and this one I like it because it feels very cooling. It has a very cooling sensation on your skin whenever you're applying it. It's not as hydrating as, say, the Too Faced Hangover RX, but it doesn't have as much of a thick feeling as other pore priming primers have. That was a tongue twister. Now for foundation, I'm gonna mix these two products here. This one is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. It's the One and Done. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Real Techniques buffing brush and I'm kind of gonna mix these in together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on this side of my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my concealer. I am going to use the Cream Concealer by Cover FX, and I have it in the color Light. And apply it with my finger today because I showed you guys in my Empties video that I don't have my Real Technique sponge and I need a new beauty blender. So the finger it is, plus the brushes. Okay, so I have this little sponge. Forgot I had these little wedges. And I'm just gonna use this because this is better than trying to blend out my concealer with my brush. So now I'm gonna use my CoverGirl loose powder, this one right here, and I'm gonna use the same little wedge that I just used for my concealer and do a little bit of baking. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this with the bottom part of the wedge. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. And I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and I'm going to outline my eyebrows and then I'm going to fill them in. And then for the base of my eyeshadow, I'm going to use this MAC paint pot in the color Painterly. And just apply that all over the eyelid. And so now taking the color Porcelain and the color Custard, I like to mix those. And then I'm just gonna set my primer. I'm gonna take my favorite warm brown color that's in here, which is the color Tawny, and just apply that in my crease area and then blend it towards the top. I'm gonna use this one as a transition shade, but then I'm gonna put another one right on top of it and it's gonna make a pretty mix. And the next color is this burgundy, kind of like a burnt pink, I would say, because it's not really like a red color. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply that right on top of the brown and then blend it towards the top. Just the same thing that I did with the warm brown color. And I do like to bring it all the way to the inner corner right here on both sides. So now I'm gonna add the color Porcelain again and Custard. So I like to mix both of them. And I'm gonna apply it right here below the eyebrow just to set this part. And if you watched any of my other tutorials, you know that I like to pack that on because then I go back with a fluffy brush and dust it off. So now I'm gonna apply my Too Faced Glitter Glue. And I'm gonna use my finger to apply this. I've been liking it better using my finger instead of a brush. And I'm just gonna apply that all over the eyelid. So now I'm gonna use this color for the eyelid. Okay, so taking the blending brush, the crease brush, I'm gonna just blend that out with the top color. So now taking my e.l.f. brush, I'm just gonna take off the baking powder. So this is a very easy everyday type of makeup look. I'm not gonna do any contouring or anything, but I'm gonna use a bronzer, and this one is by Makeup Revolution. It is called Ready to Go. And using this brush that I used to use for foundation, now I've just been loving it for bronzer. So I'm just gonna put it there, and then I just blend it out. I just buff it in. That is it, pretty fast. And for blush, I'm gonna use this contour kit by e.l.f. So I'm gonna just apply it with the same brush that I use all the time, and it's a very, very light pink. But I guess it's okay because the eyes are already, you know, burgundy, and I don't want to add too much red. This one is actually a bronzer. This is the golden bronzer. But I'm gonna use this one right here for highlight, and it looks really pretty. Watch. I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques setting brush, just use it, grab a little bit, apply it up here. So now I'm gonna do my eyelashes. I'm gonna curl them and just apply a few coats of mascara because I'm not wearing any falsies, I'm not wearing any eyeliner. The mascara that I'm going to use and that I have been using a lot is the Falsies Push Up Drama. I'm going to use a small little brush and apply the color Sugar, which is just the same one that I had on the eye, or that I have on the eyelid, and just apply it on the inner part. So this is the picture that I am recreating, or the look that I'm recreating. And in this picture, I have the NYX Liquid Suede, so I should be going with that color. But I'm kind of thinking about it and using, because I want to use this color blur. I mean, I haven't used this one since last fall, and I really like it, so I'm kind of debating which one should I use. It's pretty much the same color, except one's a color blur, and one is the Liquid Suede. Okay, they're not the same. I mean, it looks the same on the outside. Since I hadn't used this one in a while, I thought it was pretty similar, but you can see this is the color blur right here, and it's more burgundy. So I guess I'm gonna stick to the picture. I'm gonna stick with the picture, and I'm just gonna use the NYX Liquid Suede. Again, this is in the color Vintage. Okay guys, so this is the complete look. I recreated the picture that I have on Instagram, or the makeup look that I have on Instagram. And I know I said that it was a very wearable look, and it is, at least for the eyes and the face it is. If you don't like to wear dark lips during the day, you can always use a nude lipstick. Everything else will still be very fallish. But that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys liked the way the look turned out, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!